Okay, today we're going to talk about exponents and the powers of 10. So let's just talk about how we often use 10 in multiplication, and we've already learned how if I have 110 and I multiply it by 10, I'm simply increasing a place value. If I divide by 10, I'm decreasing a place value. So we're going to be thinking about that same idea. 10 times 10, of course, is 100. And hopefully, since third grade, we've known that one. But what we want to do is see how this connects with our idea of exponents. Exponents are going to simply denote, it'll be written like this: 10 to the second, 10 to the third, and so on. And this is our exponent. So we need to learn what is that going to do and why do we do it. What does this little number after the big number, what does it mean? Why do we have it there? What is it for? By the way, you will in middle school see other things like this and like this. We're not going to, we might talk about them occasionally, but we're not going to deal with those in 5th grade. Well, we want to, again, think about our 10. So if I was going to ask you, well, maybe what's 10 times 10 times 10? Alright, well, maybe you've learned a trick with this, and you go, oh, I have 1, 2, 3 zeros, so that's going to be 1,000. Hopefully, we are again thinking about our place value. I have 110, and I'm going to increase it 1, 2, 1, 2 place values. And we are at 1,000. So we can see this and continue this idea when we can multiply 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, and we could just continue and say, okay, I'm going to have 110, and I'm going to increase it this time 1, 2, 3 additional place values. So I have 4 tens here. Taking my first 10, increasing it 3 place values. 1, 2, 3, and I end up with 10,000. Okay, so hopefully we've got this idea down. Now what we want to consider is, well, isn't there an easier way or a cleaner way to show all these tens? So let's think about that. Here we have 2 tens, and we have this idea of the exponent. So what we can do is we can actually write it exactly that way. We can just write 10, what we call to the second power, and that is going to be the same as doing 10. I'm going to use a little dot here for my multiplication, times 10, which of course equals 100. So therefore, 10 to the second power equals 100. It tells you right here, 2 times, you're going to increase the 10. Or you have 2 tens. So if we have, really you're thinking about the idea of having, let's just go to a 10 to the third power to give you the real idea. 10 to the third power, as you might guess, is 3 tens. Simple. 10 times 10 times 10. Okay, so if we take our 10 and we put our 10, that's one of them, and then we're going to go times 10 times 10, and we end up with 1,000. Okay, so that's all exponents denote, is how many tens, in this case the 10, whatever the base number is here, that's how many times it's being multiplied. Okay, so just for clarification, let me erase a little bit of this. For clarification, if we did think about a different number, like I had in here, 3 to the second would equal 3 times 3, which equals 9. Okay, now we're not going to be doing these, but it's the same exact idea. So 10 to the second, 10 times 10, 10 to the third, 10 times 10 times 10. And this pattern continues on. 10 to the fourth would equal 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 place values. So you might also count it as your zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 10 to the fourth power is 10,000. So that's a basic introduction to exponents. We will continue to work on this. Good luck.